Everyone, welcome back to another Lucha Underground review and analysis. Hooray! This episode is the August 9th, 2017 episode. To be more precise, episode 30 of season 3, and it is entitled Bloodlines. Okay, I just readjust my camera very slightly. Should be a bit better. You can see my cute little dream catcher in the background. Anyway, let's get right into it. I'm not really going to talk about much stuff. I've just eaten, just watched it. Fucking do it. Here we go. So, the show starts off with a recap of previous events that would correlate to this episode as usual. This week it was the inception of the Cueto Cup, along with some victories and losses. The Aztec Medallions, Tejano's ongoing story with Famous B, Mil Mertes and Cutulina's love, along with Jeremiah Crane's jealousy of that love. Okay, the show then actually starts over inside of a temple, and as it has been for the usual for the past few weeks, El Conjunto Nueva Ola is performing. I'm hoping I'm getting the hang of saying that. We are greeted by Matt Striker and Vampiro at the commentary table. They announced that two quarterfinals matchups will happen tonight. The end of the quarterfinals. That will be Pentagon Dark facing off against Tejano alongside Mil Mertes facing off against Jeremiah Crane. They also announced that three Aztec medallions are on the line. They then hand it over to the wonderful Melissa Santos inside of the ring. Oh, wonderful ring announcer. Announces that the first match is a trios match for 3 of the Ancient Aztec Medallions. Introduced first, consisting of Malasuerta, Saltador, and Paul London. It is the Rabbit Tribe. That's right. Of course, the Medallions give you the opportunity to win the Gift of the God Championship, which you can then exchange for a Lucha Underground Championship match. Introduced secondly, representing the worldwide underground, it is Taya, Ricky Mandel, PJ Black, and of course accompanied by the 4th member of the worldwide underground, Jack Evans. So getting right into it, the match starts off with Taya and Saltador doing the two starting some good chain wrestling. Taya quickly tags out to PJ Black, and the two start having some sweet back and forth action. Saltador tags out to Malasuerta, and the two use each other's bodies to double team PJ. Very shortly after, PJ Black tags out to Taya, who then takes control of Malasuerta. The Rabbit Tribe, of course, act very strangely all throughout this match, as you know, that's what they do. Rabbit Tribe. So picture this: Malasuerta sitting in the corner, just like this. Here's the corner, sitting in the corner, seated position, looking to get drop kicked by Taya, and Taya looking to attempt to drop kick Malasuerta. All of a sudden, Saltador comes and sits in front of him, and then right after that, Paul London does the same, saying that, hey, we do things together. So yeah, with all three sitting in the corner, Taya delivers double knees to the face. Mandel and London both get tagged in after this, and the Rabbit Tribe quickly triple team Mandel. The finish comes moments later when Malasuerta hits Mandel with a neck breaker, which is then followed up by a shooting star press from Paul London, which grants him a 3 count. The Rabbit Tribe winning their first trios match as a team. Of course, they've won singles matches before, but in trios action they've never won as a team up until now. And in doing so, they win 3 of the Ancient Aztec Medallions, which allows them entry into a 7-man match for the Gift of God Championship. Moving on from this, we get a commercial, and right upon its return we are right backstage, greeted by the Worldwide Underground and Benjamin Cook, right after that match with the Rabbit Tribe. Mundo and Cook reprimand the team, but Mundo, with his heart of gold, allows them to stay in the stable, warning them that if they don't step up, Mundo will leave for greener pastures. Right after this, we are greeted right back by Melissa Santos, a quarterfinals matchup in the Cueto Cup. Introduced first is the Lucha Death Machine, Jeremiah Crane, whom defeated Killshot in the first round and then Taya in the second. Unfortunately, though, on his way to the ring, he's assaulted from behind by his opponent, former Lucha Underground champion, Mil Mertes. The two brawl atop the stairs of the temple, quickly taking it around the top of the temple. Another commercial hits, and upon his return, we're greeted by Matt Striker, whom informs us that the match has not been cancelled, but in fact changed into a no disqualification match. They also say that they're doing their best to find Jeremiah Crane and Mil Muertes as they've gone all around the arena. Right after he says that, Jeremiah Crane gets thrown right through a door. Then Mil Muertes takes the early control. Very quickly, real quickly, I'd just like to mention Mil Muertes did defeat Veneno and then Paul London to make it to this point in the Cueto Cup. Moving on, the two find themselves on top of Dario Cueto's office with Mil throwing Crane down onto the stands. Both competitors continue to brawl with each other without the mercy, with Mil taking back control after powerbombing Crane into the corner of the apron. After this, we finally make it inside the ring. This doesn't take it too long, to be honest with you, as they go right back outside of the ring. Both competitors take it back into the ring a little bit after that. So, excuse me, I just got a message right in the corner of my screen. I just completely blanked through it. Let me just find where it was. Here we go. So they make it back inside of the ring. And after Mil Muertes has thrown a plethora of chairs into the ring. Excuse me, I apologize for this mishap. Okay, let's continue. This gets Mil Muertes then back body drops Jeremiah Crane onto the not the seated chair, but the pointy bit of the chair. The two like that, with chairs like that. Back body drop onto the top of that. That gets him a 2 count. Crane gets right back into the match after he reverses Mil Muertes, throwing him headfirst into a chair that's popped up into the corner. Right after this, he continues to clock Mil in the head with the side of a chair. Mercilessly, he then props a chair over Mil Muertes' throat with the bottom bar on his throat, and then hits the seat of it with another chair, violently. Right after this, he rolls up the ring and sets up a table, which he gets sent through with a spear. Yeah, which then it didn't break the table. Unfortunately, I think we meant to break the table, but Mil beautifully went with it, picked up Jeremiah Crane and big power bomb through the table. I apologize for my commentary of this match. The messages in my corner completely blanked my mind. I'm trying to find my notes now. I'm good. Let's do it. Throwing Crane back into the ring, Mil then goes for another spear that gets caught by a choke, like a rear naked choke by Crane. Moments later, however, another table comes into play, which gets popped and put into the corner by Mil Muertes. He gets caught with a cannonball through the table for a very close 2. The finish comes moments later when Mil Muertes catches Crane off the top rope, hitting him with a flatliner for the 3 count and advancement to the semi-finals of the Cueto Cup. Okay, of course, after Mil Muertes' matches, Katrina usually likes to give his opponents the lick of death, a very just lick the face. So Crane comes face to face with Katrina right afterwards, but instead of getting the lick of death, he gets a big kiss, and then another flatliner from Mil Muertes. Yeah, so Mil Muertes goes on to the semi-finals, where he's going to be facing off against the winner of our next match, Pentagon Dark versus Tejano. After another commercial break, we return inside of Dario Cueto's office, where El Jefe is joined by Agent Winter of the FBI. Ooh. Winter informs Dario that he is not here to arrest him, but he is here because they have similar interests. He tells them that he is Elgato's replacement. Elgato, of course, if you don't remember, is the one that kind of set up the Battle of the Bulls tournament, and the big gauntlet, and yeah. El Jefe, good old Dario Cueto, was working for him for a little bit. But of course he got his skull crushed in by Cage and his fancy smancy gauntlet. He coldly tells Dario that everyone's flesh will burn when the war comes, and that they will do whatever it takes to make sure the gods rule again. I think my cat's outside. After this, we return to the ring where Melissa Santos introduces the first participant of the next match, Tejano, who defeated Famous B and then the Mac to advance to this point. introduced second the Breaker of Bones himself, Pentagon Dark. He defeated Arhenis and then Drago to advance to this point. One final commercial break hits, and upon its return, excuse me, the match starts off. The two start with a stare down, a solo miedo, and then some back and forth action. Tejana hits a rope assisted code breaker, which is then followed up by a dive to the outside. Back into the ring by now, Famous B and Brenda walk out to the ring. Famous B is of course trying to become the advocate for Tejana, trying to get him part of his brand now that Dr. Wagner Jr. is gone. Pentagon Dark takes back control of a couple beautiful forearms and sling blades. Pentagon then hits a rope-assisted lung blow on Tejano. He then takes control. No, not another message. He then takes control by locking in a modified Indian deathlock, which is then followed up by a dropkick to a Tree of Road Pentagon. Famous B pulls out a golden horseshoe from Brenda's handbag and attempts to give it to Tejano, but by sliding it into the ring, but Pentagon grabs it instead and clocks Tejano with it for the 3 count and advancement to the semi-finals. Pentagon, of course, then attempts to break Tejana's arm, but after some begging from Famous B, he relents. That is until he superkicks Famous B and breaks his arm instead, to the utter enjoyment of the believers. Now walking away, posing in the crowd, Pentagon then walks back into the ring and mercilessly breaks Brenda's arm, also to the enjoyment of the believers, as he is showered with Celo Miedo chants. Pentagon Dark will advance to the semi-finals, and he will face off against Mil Martes for a shot in the finals. The show ends at the police station, with Katrina showing up to talk to the police chief Valaquez, maybe? Valaquez? That might be the name, I'm not sure. The chief asks for her help, but Katrina responds by saying she isn't afraid of the gods. The chief warns that Cage is unstoppable with the gauntlet, which Katrina ignores again. It is then revealed that the chief has the other half of the necklace that Katrina has, which seemingly acts as her split soul and split life and immortality. The segment ends with an interesting twist, with Katrina coldly saying, "It seems like we have a deal, mother." So, the show was great. It was great this week, with the match tonight probably being the very brutal Mil Martes facing off against Jeremiah Crane. I think the ending had a great twist. I think I didn't see the Katrina thing coming. I didn't at all. Advancements in storylines is always good, with the Famous B Tejana one going ahead, Jeremiah Crane, Martes one going ahead, Cueto Cup going ahead in general, the police chief. What the fuck was that? Sorry, the police chief going ahead, and lots of advancements. Next week we have Prince Puma facing off against whoever for the shot at the finals. Actually, let's just find out real quick. Excuse me. I have the brackets open for the notes. Prince Puma will be facing off against. No, he already beat Dante Fox, didn't he? Prince Puma will face off against Phoenix. That's who it is. Prince Puma will face off against Ray Phoenix in what will be a brilliant match next week. Also, Pentagon Dark faces off against Mil Martes, also for a shot at the finals. That's pretty much all I've got to say for this video. It was a good show. I'd highly recommend going to watch it. Hope you enjoyed the thumbnails. I changed the format over to the, I keep getting messages. I'm sorry, when I get messages on my cell phone, because I'm recording on my cell phone because my camera, my mic, and my laptop is broken, it just annoys the fuck out of me, and it distracts me. Yeah, so apologies for the bad commentary during the Jeremiah Crane Mil Martes match. I hope I didn't put you off too much. I hope that I have been as detailed as I definitely try to be every time. As I always say, if you enjoyed it, if you think I did well, please leave me some feedback in the comments. Please leave me a like, whatever you want to do. If you want to see more of this, see more reviews, see more wrestling related content, maybe some video game related content, all that kind of stuff, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. Completely up to you though. I'm not gonna be mad if you don't. Fuck me, if there's something big going on outside. I think there's a cat fight or something. I don't know if you can hear it. Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, so if you want to, go ahead, subscribe, leave a like, comment, all that. If you're in the other boat, however, you didn't quite enjoy this video, you think I could do something better, you could, of course, leave a dislike if you didn't like the video, or if you think I could just do some stuff better. Go ahead, please leave me some constructive criticism in the comments, because I do want to hear it. I haven't received any yet so far. I have received some feedback and some advice in personal message. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you very much for the people that did that. Shout out to Skelly, you know who you are. Shout out to Jeremiah, also, you also know who you are. Thanks for watching the video. I guess I'll see you next week with episode 31. I don't remember what it's called. Episode 31 of season 3, August something, whatever. We'll find out next week. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful evening and wonderful afternoon, morning, wherever it is, whatever time you're watching this. Just have a great day, have a great time. Happy birthday if it is yours. Merry Christmas if you're watching it then. I don't know why, it's quite an old video at this point. Yeah, see you later.